Well. Back for another night of riveting action, ridiculous role-playing, dapper dungeon delving. Well, are you, punk?
Oh,
Sorry.
jeez.
Sorry. Anyway, welcome back to another episode with the full gang of Dapper D&D presents Descent into Avernus. I'm your Dungeon Master, Stress Smith. Above me, our Dapper Discord of Mr. Bill Briley playing Fillmore Toggle Sprocket, Mr. Elliot Herbert
Oh yeah.
playing the role of Samson. Nice. Mr. Cole McGinley playing the role of Ryland Redgrave. And Miss Katie playing Eleanora. What dapper disaster awaits today? What kind of devious debauchery should we prepare for? What devilish deals and deadly desires will we find as we continue our descent into Avernus? And so, today, we begin in a realm far, far away from Baldur's Gate. As a man wearing a red hat and trim, long matching leather jacket, and a viol in hand continues his tale, playing on the stage over the cracks and pops of a fire, mood-setting music playing in a frigid little town. The adventurers knew, entering into this dark, damp, foul location, the drips surrounding them, they knew they were in danger. But what may await them, you ask? I'm glad you asked. As they pressed into the first narrow corridor, it occurred to them that although huddled safer, not having any light could be potentially hazardous. They lit their torches and pressed on. Making their way out of the knee-high waters, Fillmore doing his best to stay dry, almost chest-deep if Samson had set him down. They came to a passage, 3 doors surrounding them, and one empty one to the side. One of each door symbolizing a demigod, Bane, Baal, and Merkel. Pressing through the door to Merkel first, 3 lifeless bodies lay in the waters below. These were no dead men, though. They sprung up, attempting to surprise our intruders. Through spells and strength, Eleanora, Ryland, Fillmore, and Samson prevailed. Ryland recognized these as other necromites and spellcasters, dabbling in necromancy in tribute to their god. The brave adventurers traversed deeper down some stairs, finding an old coffin. None for subtlety, they had no concern with smashing it apart and taking their findings. 3 spellbooks, each bound in different styles, one red, green, and one black. The black one was kept by Eleanora. She proclaimed that she wanted to dismantle it. Ryland was not amused. Foreshadowing for future problems? We may find out soon. As they pressed on through the door, the one bearing the feature of Bane, a cruel being, that one, they proceeded through the narrow, dark, damp corridors until splashing into more water, where they found 2 figures standing at a raised altar. A man tied up behind the altar, onto the wall. This was more of a fight than our heroes were expecting, however. It took quite some time to defeat these foes, as Samson dueled face to face bravely with rage in his eyes. Our spellcasters stayed back, firing shots in the distance as they found their openings. Ryland and Eleanor using the post to help cover their shots, Fillmore sticking to the far wall. Finally, in a burst of bright energy, Eleanor burst out, ending the conflict, covering her foes with a bright blue flame, killing the woman and man who were attacking them, and accidentally burning the man to death that was behind the altar. As Ryland Redgrave began to suddenly soar into the air, surrounded by a blue aura. Well, how'd this happen, might you ask? The story should tell itself, shouldn't it? And that's where we'll begin.
Good recap.
Ryland, you find yourself consumed in this flash of a blue aura that seemed to emanate from shoot in your direction. The rest of you notice this immediately as the flame ceases. Eleanor, you feel your magic flowing in a way you never have before, and Ryland, you feel yourself drift off. As you open your eyes, you find yourself somewhere familiar. Home? Your father, Morris, is heard yelling in the mealroom. I think I'll be home any minute. You see your mother, Elena's, along with some other shadows dancing along in the light. Would you approach?
I would.
As you do, you enter into the dining area. You see your mother, father, and your 3 friends, Eleanora, Samson, and Fillmore, standing behind the table with a delicious-looking skull-shaped pastry with a raven in its head and candles lit around it, as they all yell surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise!
Oh, I thought you all would have forgotten.
And just as you feel yourself being warmed by this feeling, all your friends are standing there. Son, we could never forget. Why would we? I'm proud of you, kid. You're doing it on your own.
Guess I have to now.
Well, I trust you, son. I know you'll do what's right, what's best.
I hope I can. For all your sakes.
And I like what you're doing with your hair, growing it out a little more. It looks good on you, son.
You do? I think it's. Oh, sorry.
Well, he's always been a unique bird, him, but that's what's made him special. My boy. Since his brother, it's been hard.
Yes.
But I always wanted you to know, Rylan, that no matter what path you chose, we believe in you.
I know, Dad. But I'm no Soren. And I never can be.
It's not about strength or power. What makes you think you need to be like your brother?
I just the way he always looked so proud whenever you saw him in the arena, you know? There's never anything I felt like I could do to get that same feeling. I I don't know. Like magic, books, it just not as heroic, I assume. I
Son, every day you'd be out there practicing your spells. You'd be learning something. I looked at you the same, and as he starts to say that, you feel yourself being pulled away from the state. You hear a familiar voice and a tug at your heart. Your brother Soren stands before you, looking as though he did when he was in the arena, fully plated in armor. I give you a gift, brother. I hope you didn't think I forgot. He hands you a garment, wrapped in a silver bow. As you unfold it, you see the cloak he would wear over his armor.
You're giving me this, but you wore it every showing. You wouldn't be seen without this.
Oh, this is how I avoided getting hit so much. I should have worn it that night. Good luck, brother. I love you.
I love you too, Sor.
And you feel yourself get pulled back. You open your eyes to find yourself in a watery, flooded room. Fillmore at one end, Eleanora about 10 feet away from you. Two dead thrown against it, and a man chained to the wall behind it. You feel another layer of cloth on your back, and you're flying. As the group looks back at you, looking very confused. To the rest of you, time seems to have stood still. Didn't really pass in at all.
This isn't my magic doing this. Does anyone want to get me down?
Oh,
Looks like so much
not
fun.
again, not again, not again, not again. Does anybody have like a ladder or I don't, and I'm gonna run to him and I'm gonna try and like hold my staff up as high as I can so they could grab onto it. If that works.
Sure, yeah. You run over. You're just gonna try to pull him down.
Yeah, like if my staff can reach and he can reach and grab it, I'm sure.
Sure,
I might
yeah. He's only about
be able
10
to,
feet
like,
up. Yeah,
Yeah. I'll
easily
reach
could
out for
him.
it. I'll try to get it.
Yeah, that should do.
Eleanor, roll an Arcana check.
An Arcana check.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Oh, Arcana 17.
All right. Yeah, you kind of get the feeling as you're pulling him down that this is your aura, this blue aura surrounding him. This is you, and you have the feeling that you should be able to dispel it by just forgetting the enchantment that's happening to him right now.
Okay. Do this. Can I like try and focus on something else? Like maybe on that book. I'll start maybe trying to grab the book and read like a page from it, see if I can distract myself that way.
Sure, yeah. As you distract yourself from it, the you feel your magic starting to dissipate, and you're able to easily lower him to the ground.
Sorry, Ryan.
So,
That happens sometimes.
so this is kind of frequent?
You can make
No,
people fly? What?
no,
Can you do
no.
that? I don't want to be in water.
I'm sorry, Phil. I can't do it on command. It kind of just happens. And it's not always the same thing either. So just I'm learning to control it, but it's hard.
Well, I'm sure I can help you learn as we go on if we're going to end up traveling together for a while. I mean, our magics are different, but still magic nonetheless. Hopefully, I can help this happen less.
Hopefully. Also, I don't know about this coat that you've got. I've never manifested clothes before, so
And that is
I
a
don't know if that
cloak
one's
of
me.
displacement if you want to add that to your inventory call.
I do. Huh. I I thought this was all a dream. How I can't be sure. I did. Are you sure you didn't manifest this?
I mean,
We're here,
I
you were floating,
don't
and
think
then
so.
Eleanora, as you spelled that, you feel a quick buildup of energy again as you're having this conversation, and it kind of releases. Cole, you feel. Oh, sorry, Cole. Ryland, you feel a surge as well as this happened, and it feels like there's a moment where it just passes where your brother's at your side and so is your father, and just a quick moment. And as that happens, you all feel very rejuvenated. And I'm going to give you all the benefits of a long rest. And that is
yeah.
so in outside of game, this is actually Cole's birthday.
happy birthday,
And happy
Happy
birthday, buddy.
birthday!
Thank you.
So this is all my little birthday gift to Cole. I did not tell him happy birthday yet today intentionally to make him think I forgot. So
Yeah. I so
forgot.
I can't
saw it on
believe it.
Facebook
What a
earlier.
dick. Wow, Bill already had the spoiler.
Yeah,
It was your birthday. I'm just
Yeah,
an
that
asshole.
is the
That's
big
why I didn't say
That's okay.
it.
I told them all not to say anything.
No, he didn't. Oh, but
So
hey,
anyway,
at least we all got a gift to share.
so yes, you guys are in this room, and it is, like I said last time, very large room, partially flooded. There is an altar, the steps leading up to it. Behind the altar, there is a man. Well, was a man that was chained up. On the right side of the altar, um, there is a statue. Um, looks like a suit of armor. And that is about it.
Well, let's investigate.
There are
Alrighty,
paths leading south and east out of the.
I want to know what this suit of armor is about. This is fascinating. I'm gonna go up and I'm just gonna like poke it with my stick. Gently.
And I'm gonna see what's left of the chained man.
Uh,
Oh man.
okay, so yeah, Eleanor, you walk over to the armor. Get
Yep.
nothing happens.
Okay, sick. Can I make an investigation check, see if there's anything fancy about it, or like there's anything that I can like,
Sure.
take from it that would be cool?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Meanwhile, Ryland, you go over and start looking at this body. You see that this man is mostly stripped down, but he is wearing some noble type clothing. They took away like any like jewels or anything that he would have worn, but overall he's wearing some nicer what would have been clothes, but they're all slashed up and whatnot as well. He was clearly being tortured. His head is slumped down, his face is burnt. There's nothing obvious on his person that you could see. And that is about it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll report that back to everyone. Just the man that was chained there, there's nothing very distinguishable about him, but his clothing seems to suggest he was some sort of noble, which is probably really bad, considering what we know about this place already. Baldur's Gate just keeps getting rougher, it seems. Even the higher ups aren't safe.
Leonor, what'd you get on your investigation check?
I got a 4.
All right. Yeah, so you notice that this thing is welded together. It like they've clearly hammered it together. Forge welded everything in place. Everything else is riveted. There doesn't seem to be anything too special about this armor other than it's just a large suit of armor. Maybe yeah, that's about all you tell about it.
Large suit of armor?
Yeah, it's a very large
Is
suit of
that-
armor. Yep.
Hey Samson, do you need some new armor? Because this looks pretty cool.
I don't think I can put that on.
Fair enough. Just if you ever need an upgrade, don't forget it's down here.
Yeah, I
Like a
won't.
spare part or something.
All right.
So you said there's
Uh,
pathways on the
East
side
and
north
south.
side?
Yep.
Which sword we come from?
North. That's why I didn't mention it.
I was gonna say Fillmore probably would have been at that altar. Did someone else say that?
Yeah. No one mentioned that. So, going to you do notice that there is what appears to be a like a whip for probably torturing this guy. From what you can put together, you notice that the woman, her shield has a skull painted on it that's in very fresh blood. Hanging from one of the sides above the altar, there is an iron key ring with 7 keys on it. And as far as on the altar goes, there's nothing like of any sort of marking. There's no religious stuff on it. It's just a stone altar with nothing on it. No markings on the fronts or sides either.
Could I grab the whip, and then would those keys be too high for me, or would that be?
Oh no, you can grab it. It's within reach. The altar's probably only about tall.
Okay, yeah, the whip and the keys. Whip, putting in my backpack for sure.
Okay. Yep.
And then I'd be like, hey, I wasn't trying to be sneaky about the whip or anything. Like, I found some stuff, guys. These keys look important, and like while I'm like struggling because I'm super small, put this in my backpack, or maybe this way. I don't know. But yeah,
I can go
found...
over and give him a hand. I'll like unzip the backpack, put the whip in, zip it back
Unzip
up.
it.
There you go,
Oh,
buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a tinker.
Oh
Maybe I
wait,
came
yeah,
up with a
zips don't
zipper. I don't
exist.
know.
Maybe yeah.
Oh no, he's a tinkerer.
Velcro.
Yeah, maybe he made a zipper.
Yeah.
Fillmore invented zippers, okay?
Fillmore invented the zipper.
Canon.
It's canon.
Now that's world building.
Yeah, there we go. And I don't want to hold on to these. Maybe one of you taller people.
I'll take him.
I was gonna. Okay, here.
Yeah.
I start twirling
Things
around.
might be. I don't want to. Be easier for you guys.
Yeah, it's a heavy iron keyring. I mean, it's one you hold like this, and
Yeah. Yeah. He's too short for some doors. Comfortably opening some doors.
I'll throw it on my belt.
okay.
Have even less advantage on a sneaks.
Jingle
squeaks.
keys.
And which way do you guys want to go, or want to turn around and leave?
Let's go east. Let's go to this door. I
Looks
point
like there
east.
is. You said there was passageways. Were any of them closed off by a door, or are they just kind of hallways?
As you make your way down the eastern one, I'll just tell you, you'll see the door very quickly approaching. On the other one, you would not, but it would be After some quick investigation, you guys do proceed down boy. The southern one is collapsed about halfway down the hall. There's nothing beyond that. So it's just this eastern
Hey,
one that proceeds through the door.
Samson, could I ride on your shoulders again, please?
I guess so.
I mean, I feel a little bit better. I might be
I
able
grabbed by his fucking shirt and pulled him over.
to.
Just chuck him up there.
It's
I
like the
mean,
scruff.
you could try and make some stilts out of the suit of armor and the rope from your backpack. But I don't know how good that would be in combat.
I'll whip something up. When we get out of here. Hopefully, if we ever do.
So you guys want to go through that eastern door then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go into this room, and it's the ceiling of this flooded room, supported by numerous wooden beams. The air smells like rotten eggs and a putrid stench that actually, as soon as you open the door, wafted over you. As you begin to head in the room, all the wooden beams that are there seem to be slightly charred. Who's leading the party?
I vote Samson.
Yeah, I vote
I
for
mean, he had
myself
the
as
key
well.
too, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Samson, roll a survival check for me.
Ooh, okay. Oh shit.
Ooh, shit.
I could say while I'm on Samson's shoulders, also I have like a torch, so he doesn't need to hold it. So I could kind of point it out. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's finally making some use out of himself. Nice.
Hey, I'm pretty sure I've helped you from dying a couple times, boy.
You said a survival check?
Mhm.
That's an 8.
Ooh,
I'm surviving.
barely.
Girl basking.
Samson and Fillmort, I need you to both make a dex saving throw with disadvantage because you're on top of each other.
Oh my god.
I mean, neither numbers were good. So disadvantage, a 4.
Ooh.
Okay. I actually have advantage on dex saving throws.
So it'd just be
And I'm-
a flat roll.
Okay, then in that case, I got a 16.
All right. So Samson, you managed to throw Fillmore and dive down into the water. Fillmore, because you fall fully into the water, even though you fail this check, you got a free pass on it. So Samson, you take 6 points of fire damage as you go to dive down into the water as this torch ignites this smell and the whole room begins to engulf in flame. You, Rylan and Eleanora, you see it happen and kind of step back before you go away, and it just kind of wafts around you. You feel the heat wash over you. You feel the charm, but you don't actually get burned at all from it. It's just that flash of hot, like when you open the oven. And as soon as that happens, you guys kind of yourselves up out of the water. A little bit of burning from you took the wind out of you and stuff. Didn't do a whole bunch to you, but now you look around the room and the beams are just kind of crackling a little bit, and this is just a probably 10-foot wide room with a passageway continuing east on the other side.
Gotta be quick. We gotta get through here. Room's gonna come down.
Yeah, guys, let's go.
Yeah, after that, I'm not trying to stay.
Might have
Phil,
to
you're
get a
just
new
climbing up.
torch out. Yeah, I might have to get a new torch out maybe once I get up there, but I'm just like soaking wet, not happy. Kind of like a cat that just gets tossed in a pool, you know?
Yep. So you guys head through that corridor and head down. You're passing, supporting it. Everything is still knee-high water until you reach a set of stairs that are going to carry you out of the water. And what appears to be a long, narrow corridor going further east.
Okay, I can look down now.
So stairs or the corridor.
No, that stairs lead to the corridor that
Okay,
continues.
right on.
Yep. You guys gonna press on?
Well, we've got stairs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going forward. Yeah. I'll.
So Samson, Fillmore, Leonora, Ryland.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys, it's single file down this hall. As you guys start, you notice the door to your right, and then you can see far enough up that it looks like. So you're looking down this corridor. It's narrow. There's the wooden beams that support everything. Door, door, door. Each one about 5 feet after the other.
What's This is in the corridor, right?
Yep. You'd be staring at Samson's backside right about now. So I'd say Samson would probably be the only one that can notice it.
This door. I point to the.
And you do see the corridor continues further.
Yeah, I picked one of the doors.
All right, you want to open the first door?
Third door.
Third door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a d4 for it, so.
Okay. So yeah, you head towards the last door. As you open it up, much of this room, the debris is bearing a mostly like filled area, but there is a stone sarcophagus that's kind of half covered, and it looks like it was looted long ago.
I'll just take a peek in the sarcophagus to make sure that I got it all.
Sure. Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
I guess walking past before he would have opened up that third door, Fillmore probably would be looking like.
Fillmore doesn't have to be on my shoulders anymore, does he?
No, I hopped down.
I got a 9.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of grab onto the wood and start like kind of feeling around in there, and it actually starts breaking apart in your hand. It's that old and decrepit. It's a little spider web
Okay.
on your arm.
Door number 2.
The middle one.
Yeah.
All right. You walk into this room. An open sarcophagus stands at the back of this dusty crypt. Its heavy stone lid is lying on its side between the sarcophagus and the south wall. The north-facing side of the sarcophagus bears faded frescoes of spear-wielding warriors charging across golden plains on horseback.
Is there anything in the in this sarcophagus?
Roll another investigation check. And I mean, how hard are you looking at things?
I mean, like.
Are you
taking,
breaking them apart, or are you just
taking a glance?
Okay.
Also,
Not a piece
that
of shit.
that image you described, can I try to see if there's anything I remember from like folklore or like history or anything that might link up with
Sure.
that?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Got a 13 there, Brian.
Okay. Yeah, as you're grabbing it, you kind of do the same thing. You start breaking it apart a little bit, and then you reach down and you realize that there's a thin layer of plaster, kind of making like a false wall in the sarcophagus, and you punch through it. Behind that, you see a mummy floating in a shallow pool of red brine. It has 2 moonstones embedded in each of its eye sockets, each worth 50 GP, and a bag of beans where its heart would normally be.
Beans!
Beans. We're eating beans. I got
Run.
that's a 10 on the history, by the way.
So you're looking at these frescoes, and it actually, oddly enough, you realize that this crypt down here must be very old, which matches up to the upstairs, that this must have been built in ancient times as bathhouse. This is probably something that's been around for hundreds of years. This whole bathhouse, all the frescoes and everything that's been painted around, you start to put together that this is actually some sort of, really, really ancient culture that was here. And mummification would have been something that they would have done at the time. But there's nothing significant about the image itself.
Right.
Ryland,
Yes, Samson.
come take a look at this.
Okay. Oh,
Weird stuff.
Beans.
so they are. Beans in the heart.
Should I leave those moonstones in there, or what do you think?
Well, they could be valuable, but I won't promise that the mummy won't come to life and give you a little grab.
Yeah, that's kind of up your alley, actually.
I know. It's a little funny.
I'm like
Hey,
kind of.
Fillmore, welcome
tucked
to take
back.
these stones out.
I know that's. I'll just be here watching. That's okay.
Okay.
I
And
mean,
then
if you really, really want them, can I cast Mage Hand
I
and
was-
get my Mage Hand?
Sure.
oh, when I see her do
Absolutely.
that, I'll be like, oh, I can do that too.
All right, so yeah, you both cast
Okay.
conjure up a little mage hand, and
Can I
I
just
mean,
get my
how
Mage Hand to like high five Fillmore's Mage Hand before we go in on this?
Sure. What do your hands look like? Like, what do your little mage hands look?
Probably similar to Fillmore's. You know, his style, like what he looks like. He's got like kind of gloves on deal, like that he uses for working, so he doesn't burn or scratch up too much of his hands. So something like that.
Okay.
Working man, working hand, working person's hand.
I think Eleanora's would probably be probably gloved in like a really nice kind of like embroidered or like woven kind of deal. It'd be like
Okay.
a deep bluish purple hand with like a white kind of almost like lace kind of glove.
Yeah. So you guys see this like nice lacy glove and this gloved hand, very similar to Fillmore, reach around you, and then each of them reaches down and just pulls a moonstone out of the eye. Nothing happens.
I grab one of them. Oh, I'd say this is about 50 gold right here. Each.
Puts on the little, like, spectacle glass, like, oh, yeah.
I tell you that so I don't have to remember for later. That's it.
Oh, I'm gonna write that down. Moonstones.
Did you grab because Fillmore wouldn't let that go easily.
You can
No,
take mine. I wouldn't be holding
grabbed
on to
it.
it. I want the
I
beans.
probably would have like just touched yours and like.
Oh,
Give her the beans.
I did the dirty work. Okay, this gem is. We'll split it up later. I can have my dad appraise it. Maybe not.
Well, disappointing that whoever mummified this corpse wasn't, trying to have a little fun. I think the old grab would have been a little funny.
Yep. So you guys grab the beans and the moonstones,
Give
and
me the beans.
everything else in this room is pretty much collapsed down.
I wouldn't eat those if I were you.
I don't want to eat them, but like
You're gonna feel your
house
computer with them.
plants.
Let's go to the door number 1.
And yeah, you go to door number 1, and you give me a strength check to open it.
Oh yeah, there's where I come in.
Good thing we got the
Actually,
muscles in front.
Good thing I do not have advantage on strength checks, only
Good.
athletics.
Good thing I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, roll an athletics check. That's fine.
Okay. $19.
So you feel that this door kind of give way, and you put your shoulder into it, and then you step back and you really get into it. And this door does not budge except for a little bit. And as soon as it does, it pushes back, and a bunch of rubble comes kind of just pouring out like sand, and then kind of stops after filling the ground there.
Well, that's not an option.
No, it
Is
doesn't
it
seem
locked
to be.
or is it just tough? Well, if it's not locked, I can do this and I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and just try and like swing it open because I can force open an unlocked door. I think.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This is probably a really bad idea, but too late. I've done it.
No, so you start screaming, I'm guessing, at the top of your lungs, or you just
My what is it? Just a verbal component.
Yep.
So, and I said that this thing is like a bit of a wild card. So just be like, "Fuck you, door," and just kind of try to, I don't know,
Yeah, it's kind of
mentally force
just
it
yell
open.
it, and the door, and then more rubble comes tumbling out of it.
Fillmore's getting out of the hallway at that point. He's like, nope. This is a lot harder to get out of than.
Is it a wooden door or is it a stone door?
It's a stone door.
No, I'm not gonna mess with this door. I see stuff falling out. I think there's this room, nothing in there.
But what if there's something epic in there?
In there.
Like what?
More sand.
I don't know.
Thank you, Ryland.
Like what if there's like a sphinx in there or something, or like another mummy?
Press forward.
Yeah, okay.
Are you just gonna turn and go?
Yep.
Okay.
You know, I hate
Fall.
sand. It's rough. It's coarse. Gets all over
Gets
the place.
Irritating. Gets everywhere.
Seems to go away.
Not like this place.
You find sand in your shoes for the rest of your life after. I swear.
So you push your way to the end of this hallway. Come to another stone door at the end. Just press on through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Samson should. Oh, we don't have anyone. Never mind. Be delicate with
Don't
this
have
door, I
anyone what?
think.
Okay.
He just shoulder tackles it.
They open the door.
Fillmore's like hugging the wall too, like off to the side.
Yeah, Samson, you open the door, and you see the walls and floor of this 20-foot wide by 20 is covered with streaks and splashes of dried blood. Two dangling bodies are shackled to the east and south walls. One is an elderly male human, the other a young female tiefling. Both are covered in bloody gashes. Neither is moving. In the middle of the room is a sturdy wooden chair with a bloody whip draped over it. A bucket half filled with salt sits on the floor nearby.
I'm gonna, come in and say, "Hello, anyone?" And if there's nobody, I'll proceed in.
Yeah, as you say that, nothing happens, and you head on in. Now the rest of you kind of see what I was describing there. The male on the one wall and the tiefling on the other.
These are some mean people.
No.
You aren't
Uh,
kidding.
I'll go over to the chair in the middle of the room. And what'd you say it's on it? Is on it?
Bloody whip.
What about that bucket? Or is it a bucket hat?
There's a bucket half filled with salt
Oh, okay. I
on
thought
the
you said
floor.
bucket hat filled with salt. I'm just thinking like little bucket hat.
I'm gonna go examine the tiefling body.
You walk over. As you walk up to it, you hear very shallow breathing.
Guys, I think we have a survivor over here.
I think Fillmore is pretty shaken up by all this, but he hears that probably go over toward Ryland. I don't know what I can do to help, but yeah, we need to try to get these people out, I think.
Yeah, I mean, in this state, we're not even going to be able to move them, I don't think. They're pretty rough shape, to say the best of it. Get them down first, I'm thinking?
Yeah, let me come over and help.
Okay.
They're chained up like like this.
Yep. Like prisoner shackles up and over,
Okay.
down. Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'll just use my great sword.
Wait, does like can we see like do the manacles have like any key like holes on them? Could the key
They
possibly
do.
work? Okay. I'm gonna like when he picks up the sword, I'm gonna be whoa, wait. Let me try something first. And just like kind of lift the key off of his belt and just try to go for the
Oh,
And with some fiddling around, doesn't take, and you unlock them. You guys kind of grab her as you let her down, and you cradle her body on the floor. It's dirty, the floor, and it's covered in blood. But there's nothing there. You look at her wounds; they are deep gashes. You see blood just all over her. She's still clothed, but it's tattered. It's beaten up, and she's breathing very, very shallowly.
I I don't really deal with this type of thing. Does anyone else have any ideas?
I mean, I'll take out. So Fillmore will take out like the water skin, and maybe just try to like dump a little bit in the mouth, see if it would get some response. The natural or your natural body response to that, and maybe try to swallow it or spit it out to at least jar some sort of reaction. But a little bit, not like
I'm gonna try and
waterboarding.
suffocate them.
Yeah, not waterboarding status.
Yes, they pour a little bit of water in her mouth, and you see the lips and she's got red skin, so her red lips that are cracking and full of blood kind of clear up for a second, and then you see it dry back up, and her mouth is clearly dry, and she's not drank for a little bit of time here, but I mean, she's breathing, and she doesn't immediately choke on the water. It takes a second, but it goes down.
I mean, I don't have
Um,
any spells, but I could try to close the wounds, maybe.
That would be best.
Roll a
Oh,
medicine check.
all of my knowledge is
Medicine
usually
check.
for, you know, after this part.
You should check on the other guy then.
yeah, you and your creepy hand, I swear.
Samson, you said you're gonna go check the other guy.
Actually, no. I want to go over to the salt. I want to investigate if there's anything in the bottom of the salt bucket that's been like hidden.
Just gonna like dump it out and see if there's anything at the bottom of it.
No, I was gonna dig my hand in because I'm a baller.
Yeah, so you jam your hand in the salt and you start reaching around. As the salt kind of fills in the cracks of your uh, gauntlet and it starts touching your skin, you feel the graininess,
Oh shit!
against your hand,
Or-
and any cuts you had on your fingers start to burn a little bit. It just seems to be salt.
Okay, just salt.
I got a 14 on that medicine check, Brian.
Okay, so yeah, you begin like taking off pieces of cloth and kind of wrapping it up. You don't really have a kit on you to start stitching her up, but you apply some you know uh makeshift bandages and get her kind of patched up. But you can tell that she is stable as you're kind of working on her and stuff. She's not at risk of dying. You just you need to do something to get her to safety.
Well, you seem to have things under control over here. I'm I'll go see what's going on over in the other end and go and investigate the other man. That's
I'm gonna
Uh,
pocket this whip that's over here.
all right, go ahead. Yeah, add a
Check-
whip to your inventory.
Clean it off,
Um, oh, yeah, Cole, you don't even need to roll an investigation check for Ryland. You go over, and this one is dead for a little bit of time.
mhm,
You look at him, and the ribs are kind of sunken in. His mouth is dry. The body's very cold as you touch it.
mhm. And is he like just kind of like stripped
Slumped.
down, or does he have like any clothes on?
He has
Kinda.
normal like commoner clothing.
Mhm,
That's just kind of stripped apart, like shredded from being whipped.
Yeah. I guess like maybe I check him out a little bit, see if there's like I guess anything like identifying or like some out of place item.
So you can tell that this man may have also been from a noble family. There might be a slight resemblance to the man in the other room,
Hmm.
but nothing really beyond that.
Okay.
Nothing on him that would identify him. Really, there's no actual like wallet in his pocket with an ID in it or anything.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if maybe especially nobles, carry around like a family crest or some shit,
And he may have at one point,
Hmm.
but it seems like they've been belongings.
Yeah. I'm afraid our friend over here isn't so lucky. And I'll just kind of wander
Well,
back over to Eleanora.
Ryland, isn't this your specialty?
I mean, it is, but what do you want? You want to see him do a little jig?
No.
No, that's okay. You don't no. Save your talents, please.
Your talons.
Talent. I might have cut out. I don't know.
So, how was playing in the salt or whatever it was you were doing?
It's just salt.
Oh, well, that's good news.
Nothing hidden inside. You never know. Someone might leave their ring in by accident.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. There's all sorts of odd hiding places.
I mean, there was a dead thing with beans in its chest, so I guess it wouldn't
Well,
be too.
what else can you expect from this place?
Nothing's off limits, that's for sure.
So
How's
was
the
there
tiefling?
another door or in like another?
There is a door
Room?
in the northern part of this room. Yes.
No water in the room, right? I'm
No
gonna
water in
ask
the room.
Okay, just
There is
making.
there's no water for a little bit yet. I will tell you when it fills back up with water if it does.
Cool. I mean, maybe I guess this is worth checking out. I mean, I'm not. Hey, Samson, you seem
Yep.
to be the resident door opener.
I guess so.
I got your back.
Wait, what are we doing with the tiefling back there?
Very good
Oh, yeah.
question.
Does anyone have like a cloth to lay her down on, or a bedroll that you don't want right now, or then because
you know what? I can
if we
buy a
can
new
at least
bedroll.
get her
I mean-
not on the dirty ass ground, it's better than being on the
We
dirty
could
ass
use
ground.
my bedroll and then tie a bit of because we all have, or at least I know that I have pretty sure rope in my pack. Lay the bedroll down and then tie some rope to either end of it, lay her onto it, secure her in, and then I can drag it behind me with my tail.
No,
So
we're
that
not
I've still got
we're not
free
dragging
hands.
this around. We're not dragging a dead body with us, or a nearly dead
Well,
body
she's
with
not
us.
She's
dead
not
yet.
dead.
Nearly dead.
I have 10
You're
feet of
gonna-
chain on me.
I'm not leaving her behind.
You don't need to leave her behind.
What
I don't want to
about
know why you have 10 feet of chain on you.
Listen, it's... You know what? Let's not talk
Nope,
about
I
it.
don't want to hear it.
what about oh boy, nowhere in here is safe. I was gonna suggest one of those rooms, but I don't want anything else to come alive in there and make the situation worse.
I mean,
I'm sorry to say, we're gonna have to leave her. We need to find out a comfortable situation. Here,
I'm
I'll
not
buy
gonna leave
myself
her.
a new bed. I'll buy
You're
myself.
not going
a
to
new
convince
bedroll
me to
when I
leave
get
her.
back to town. I bet I will.
I don't like it, but he might be right. We've already been in over our head. I mean, due to your magic, definitely kind of saved our ass.
I mean, at best, if it makes the situation any better, I can make sure that this body in here can't become undead while she's left in here.
Do that.
That might be the best we got for the time being. Her
I'll
wounds are far worse than anything I've really dealt with. I don't want to.
Well,
Not.
I'll do that if that's what we can agree upon. I just think we should all be able to proceed together. I don't think it'd be very smart to split apart right now, especially in a place like this.
Yeah, I think this place is gonna come down any minute now.
Eleanora?
Based on what you said there, Elliot, I just want to point out the only places that seem unsturdy are places with beams that are split, broken, or cracked. Everything else seems very well
I
supported.
thought this
I think
room was
he's
okay.
thinking more in a just like a yeah, fuck this place. This place is decrepit.
General. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
What if we maybe leave like a weapon in her pocket or something? If she, I don't know.
Here, I'll give her the whip I just picked up.
But don't set it on her just in case something else comes by and grab it from her. In her, she's got like she's wearing. You said she's wearing like a robe or any. I don't remember if you described clothing or anything.
Yeah, just like normal like robes, and, like normal commoner clothing, and it's all kind of tattered,
Okay.
beaten up, and bloodied.
Yeah, maybe try to tuck it in her robe or something like that. I mean, if she gets up, she'll definitely be able to know. She'll know that someone saved her or helped her.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. And I'm gonna leave my water skin beside her as well.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
that's a good idea.
Okay.
I'll follow suit with that and leave one of my rations because I think I have like 10 days worth of rations. Nope, I have 1 day worth of rations. Ooh.
Yeah,
At least some of
so
your rations.
Yeah, like break it. She gets halvesies. I'm a gnome. I gotta.
yeah, it's that Lord of the Rings bread, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will go over to the other body in the room though and cast Gentle Repose on it.
Mm,
You touch a corpse or other remains for the duration. The target is protected from decay and can't become undead. The duration is 10 days.
cool.
We can most
I'm also
definitely
gonna
come
take the
back.
bucket of salt so that if those people do come back, they can't rub salt in her wounds and like continue to torture her.
I'm just gonna
Must have
take the whole
must have
bucket.
get more salt.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
take the
dump it
whole
out.
goddamn bucket.
Just dump it somewhere.
Oh,
If we get to like some more water, I'll dump it into the water, but I'm not just gonna dump it on the ground because people are savages.
okay.
And yeah, so if we're all like leaving the room, then before I go, I'll just kind of. And you did say she's a tiefling, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, then I'll go over and just in Infernal, just kind of whisper to her, I'm sorry I couldn't do more.
Ooh.
And then head out with the squad.
All right. So you guys open this stone door at the side of the bend. Goes down some steps. You make your way, walking along. General perception checks for everyone, please.
Okay, not bad. 20 total.
Ooh. Perception,
12.
perception.
Can you use my passive
19.
instead?
19.
8.
What did you get, Samson?
12.
All right. So Fillmore and Eleanora, you guys are skimming as you're walking and just kind of feeling your way. As you round the next bend, you notice a set of stairs in front of you, Samson, and you guys feel a inset portion of the wall. As you look over, you see a small, about 4 foot tall stone inlay in the wall that seems to be maybe a passageway, but it is kind of blended in with the actual.
I'll probably be right behind Samson since we didn't really say any different order.
Mhm.
I'll just kind of like grab him by the back of his shirt or whatever. Like, hey, there's something right here. I'll point it out to him.
Like I said, Samson, you see steps in front of you going up.
Ah. So wait, I don't see this passageway, or I do.
When it gets pointed out to you, then
Ah, I see. Let's check it out then. Like, right, guys?
I mean, we don't have.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna give this a go and I'm gonna try to thaumaturgy it open. This is like, since I did it once, I'm like, I can definitely keep trying. This is gonna be my new party trick.
you're like shouting at the wall again.
Yep.
Okay, so as you do that, the wall does push in, and then you hear from behind you up the steps. What was that?
Behind us? Like,
Up
not the
the
way we came.
steps.
Up the steps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, shit.
go.
Get in.
Uh,
Get in quick, quick, quick.
Yeah.
So you guys push your way through quick, and then
Yeah. Try to just be quiet, stay in some sort of like not direct view of the door we just walked in. Look
Are you gonna
around.
are you gonna shut the door behind you, or
I would like to shut the door behind us.
yeah? And you can.
Okay.
You as you pass through this passageway, it does fill back up with about 2 spill out as.
Your voice cut out for me there, Brian. What'd you say?
2 feet of water.
2 feet away.
And some
Fill
of
more-
it spilled out as you went behind. Now, 1 second here.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Thanks,
You're
Sam.
welcome. You're welcome. It's no problem.
You guys are so
It's no
cute
problem.
It's no problem.
together. Sorry.
And
forgot.
hey, Ryland, is your spellcasting focus like your book or whatever? Would
Yeah.
would
it's
I
my
probably
book.
notice that? Okay. I was gonna say seeing you cast your spell.
Actually, no. It's my orb, I think.
It's the orb.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, can I see that your orb just for a second? Like I don't have to hold it. Can you just hold it out?
Yeah. Take a look.
And I guess I hadn't really refined what I want my infusions to look like, but I can infuse one more thing. And because I took 2 of the arcane focus infusions, so I'm gonna do his arcane focus as well. So now Eleanora has the +1 arcane focus as well as Rylan. Then yeah, Samson has his weapon that's the +1.
So does that give me +1 to spell attacks?
Yes.
Yeah, your spell attack rolls and then damage only when you add your modifier.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and he'll basically just like kind of mutter something in Gnomish, like produce a glow for a second, and then you see it kind of like the arcane energy it consumes into the orb. That should help you a little bit. I can only do that a couple times a day, but I didn't forget about you.
Oh. Well, thank you, my friend.
So this passageway that you had entered into is about 10 feet wide, and it is flooded. It's braced at like regular intervals by wooden beams, and old torch stubs float in the murky water. Where the tunnel bends westward, you hear echoes of a battle unfolding. 2, maybe 3 voices screaming at each other.
Can we hear what they're saying?
No, it's just loud echoes and then clashing and thudding.
More people to save, maybe.
Hmm.
I guess that would be like right in Samson's ear too, just like really close into his ear.
I don't know about saving. Maybe more people.
Helping?
I don't know about helping.
I don't know.
Probably some people to help, some people to hurt.
So let's hurt them all.
Well, I mean,
Well, I'm gonna
senseless.
press.
So why don't we just find out what's going on first?
Yeah, I'm ready to press forward.
So you
Hey,
guys,
should we try
Okay.
to be a little quiet?
Definitely.
all right. I need y'all to roll a stealth check with disadvantage then, because you're in water.
Oh, I have double disadvantage. Does that do anything?
There's no double disadvantage.
You have to roll 3 dice.
Oh,
the
you're
worst.
kidding me.
Even me? Yeah, I mean,
Well, you're not stealthing. You're just fucking Samson more.
Um,
I just want to know
I
how
got a
bad you're
3.
fucking Samson.
Pretty bad because I already got a 3.
Ooh.
11.
Mine's
First
a
Eleanor.
one was
run
a
over
nat
here. I
20,
mean,
and my second one was a 4.
All right. So you guys aren't exactly being quiet as you wade your but you come around. You notice that there is rubble that leads up on a couple spots. And it looks like there might have been stairwells in some places at one point with maybe entrances somewhere, but it's all collapsed at this point. There's no way you're getting through. But beyond the hall, a flooded chamber opens up with rough-hewn steps climbing to the south, north, and northeast. The floor buckles up above the waterline in the middle of the room, forming a small island. Corpses and doused torches float in the water around the island, atop which 2 men circle each other with weapons bared. One of the men, a tall, unarmored brute with a great club and a scarred face, towers above his opponent, but is gravely wounded. The smaller figure is muscular and bare-chested. He clutches a bloody dagger in one hand and a torch in the other, and has no flesh covering his skull. He jumps onto the larger figure and stabs into it, standing over him, brings his blade up again, and now this large creature falls over, and he goes to stab into him again, and then he hears you guys and looks over. So, you've brought friends, eh, Mortlock? A little late to the party, aren't they? He stabs him again in the stomach, and then to the northern side of the.
just hear like a bunch of like feet and whatever sloshing through the water, and guys, it's a no wake zone. Come on.
yo, he just killed Mortlock.
Yeah, that
Uh,
rich guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Mortlock is not he's part of the family. He's the son of the fake
Yeah.
Dapper.
So what, you're telling me that rich people with rich parents aren't rich themselves? We're gonna get
No,
into
I
that
thought he
argument.
Oh no!
I thought he was a rich kid.
I was clarifying.
Okay.
And if you want to switch over to roll 20 for this, you can, please.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yes.
epic.
Now that's what I call epic.
Now this is epic.
At the Epic Game Store,
Oh, shut up.
where
Smart.
games are epic. Yeah, let me zoom in on this.
Roll 20.
I had notes for him. Ugly with a club, and in parentheses, runs bad.
And if you guys want to mark yourselves as to where you guys would roughly be here in the marching order you would have.
That seems right, right?
Where would we have been down that hallway a little bit, or?
You would have actually made it around the corner. Yeah, I'll move
Okay.
you up.
Yeah,
Okay,
So
yeah, I was gonna
you
say I
guys
didn't
would
know
be
how
close
far
to
you
it.
wanted us in.
Yeah, you guys would be probably right about there.
right on.
And then, yeah, like I said, he ran up that northern stairwell up there and then out of sight.
I like your
Wow.
color choices for our rings, by the way.
Thank you.
I think they're very fitting.
Thank you. So yeah, you see this man that just got stabbed on. And what do you guys want to do? So you
So
can
wait,
go.
the other guy just ran off.
Ran off. Absolutely.
I'm gonna go see if I can talk to Mortlock here.
Yeah. So you guys wade your way over to him, and he's laying there, bleeding heavily from his stomach. My pouch, a potion.
All right, I'm gonna
Oh.
reach into his pouch and drink his potion now.
Still gonna hop off of Samson's shoulders for that, just to kind of like into that dry area. It looks like where they
Yep.
were fighting.
Yep. Move yourself
Just so I'm
wherever.
not, yeah, just so I'm not like in the way of forming aid on him.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm here then, talking to him.
Yep.
Wow, the tokens are so fun.
Ooh, look at
Like
that.
hang back.
What'd you just do, Cole?
I just kind of held down on it for too long. And made
Yeah,
a little
you
blip.
can show like an area of like what your effect is.
And can
All
I
right,
like
enough,
get in
enough.
there, like kind of
Yeah.
kind of blocking this off, kind of.
Yep. You will lose control of your characters pretty quick.
No.
So yeah, he's just in my pouch. A potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach in for his potion, and is it in there?
Yeah, you're gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Do I get to roll the health for it?
Sure. It's a potion of greater healing.
Oh,
Ooh.
hold up. Hold up.
Hold
This could be fucking great for him. He might just fucking want to give me a kiss afterwards. It's 2d4 plus 2, right?
No, it's 44 plus 4.
Oh,
So
shit,
you're
hold up.
halfway there.
That's 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 4. Or no,
All right.
yeah.
14.
Cool.
That's more health than most people can ask for.
Yeah, so he's in.
Yeah, commoners
Fucking commoners.
or wizards.
Thank you.
Artlock,
Yes.
what's going on down here? You run this bathhouse, so you know a little bit about this place.
I do.
I think you owe us a few answers.
I was betrayed. These assassins, they conspired with my brothers to kill me. If you hadn't come along, I'd be dead. I owe you my life.
About 20 gold right here. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that.
Just a prank.
It's a prank.
What's going on down here? What are you doing down here? Question for the answer for right now.
My family is paying the dead 3 cultists to murder people in the city. Our goal is to prove that the Flaming Fist can't do its job. Once the city stops paying them, the Flaming Fist will have less of a reason to stay in Baldur's Gate. With them gone, no one could stand in the way of my mother becoming the city's next Grand Duke. If she gets her way, Baldur's Gate will share Elturel's fate and get dragged down into the 9 hells.
And you're okay with this? There's a little bit of me that thinks you kind of did. What the hell, man?
You cut out there, Bill, but I think I got the gist of what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, they betrayed me. They let me down. Listen, if you let me live, I'll help you kill him. You've made it this far. You've killed most of the leaders of the Dead 3. Without them, this cult will break up. And they keep their treasure nearby. And he points down the southern path.
Southern.
Sorry, yeah, southern path. Yeah. You can grab what you need of that. You try talking as much as I do in a session.
Hey, DMing is not easy.
You said southern. You mean this one that's angled off into another direction here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, how do we even know that we can trust you? Just because you've been betrayed doesn't mean you're a good person. Obviously, you have some sort of dealings with
Can I do
these
an insight check on him? See if he's lying?
cultists.
Yeah, you can roll an insight check, but
Oh, got a 1, so never mind.
I mean, there's nothing I could say or do to deny that I'm not exactly the best person. But on a condition of amnesty, I promise. Next ship I can get and leave Baldur's Gate, I'm going. I'll never come back. I won't confront my mother or my brothers.
Well,
It's not worth
I
my
mean, he
time.
seems pretty sincere,
I'm
and
not one
also
to just.
he's pretty injured.
I'm not one to just let people die. You're right.
I can give
We-
you as much information as I have. Help me kill Voss, and I'll tell you everything.
know that we're going to be keeping a close eye on you, and buddy, let me tell you, and they telescope out a little bit. I can watch people really well.
Right. Now you're looking at this man. He's a horribly disfigured face, and he's a big, big brute that you were talking to. So you're feeling pretty gutsy talking to him. Right.
He doesn't
Normally
like
I'd
bullies.
crush you. Normally I'd crush you, but you've got me in a compromised spot here.
Yeah, I'll just make my way a little closer and get in on this conversation action.
Mhm.
That man who attacked you, you said his. Did you say his name? Was it Voss? Is that what you
Voss.
said? Ah,
He's sorry, my dog was wagging her tail and hitting the bottom of the fan that I have in the room, and it was making a very loud noise. Um, yeah, uh, he's one of the, he's the death's head of Baal, one of their leaders. Powerful man, assassin.
Does he have any weaknesses?
I don't know.
Maybe you're not the best guy to ask, considering he just got you.
I would agree.
Well,
Snuck up on me.
yes,
let's get him.
assassins tend to do that, don't they? So, do you think any of this treasure that you pointed out to us will help in bringing him down, or where's that path lead? Where did he go? Do you know this is your family's thing, right?
This is mine. This is what I was told to watch over. That just leads to an altar. And then an alternate path out, but it leads back to here either way.
Hmm.
So he's stuck. He's trapped. He's trapped himself. I don't know if he knows that.
Then,
We should follow him.
yes, we should take care of him before. Make sure
These
not to let him slip
assassins-
by us.
Are these assassins down here all the time, or is this just to get you?
Like you said, they're normally convened here. My mother and my brothers must have sent these after. That's usually where they meet to convene for meetings. What they're going to do. Plan attacks against the city above. The others, his followers, they're all dead. They lay around. These bodies aren't.
Hey, Samson.
Yeah.
You want to go check out this other room? Should we leave someone in here to watch him, or
Which
I'll
room?
fight with you.
the treasure room?
Oh, yeah, I'll check it out.
We can't let him
And then
sit.
he just goes like this.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it's better
Wouldn't-
that we take care of this problem first. The treasure will remain there, but if we all go looking for treasure, he could easily just slip by us. And
That's why I'm the only one going to look for treasure.
Yeah, it could help.
He,
Maybe
he
maybe
could be
more.
making an escape. Don't you want to tear down this cult? Isn't that why you're...
Yes.
Fair. I just I'm a small guy, so any advantage I could try to gain, I'm all for. Obviously,
Off some gold?
that's all. Okay, well, you said
Never mind.
treasure before. Never mind.
I don't know what's back there. I just assume.
I work in a very successful tinker shop. Money's not an issue for me.
Very successful, obviously.
but yes,
Well-
anyway, assassin. But did you say you stand and fight with us? You don't seem to be in the best condition to do so. And this is an opponent that seemed to handily best you before.
He snuck up on him.
I was fighting all of these others. I've eliminated all of them. It wasn't just one attack. It was. You look around and you do see necromites. You see other people like the fists that you fought earlier. Just different members of definitely different cults. You do see them around.
Hmm. Wow.
Okay. Well, you
Hard
said
to
that
argue with these results.
the secret path in the altar room comes back into here.
It does.
How long taking the secret path will it take to get to the altar room?
How long? It just wraps around.
Perhaps we can flank him on both sides.
I'll take the forepath if you want to flank around.
Hold
I'll
on a
flank
second.
it.
Everybody kind of gather around me real. And basically, if everyone approaches, I take out a tiny, what looks like a little cannon, about this big, And so I actually figured this out. But my spellcasting focus could be any sort of artisan's tools, so it's going to be my tinker tools. So basically, I have like a wind-up key that is like my tinker tool type of thing, if you'll allow that. And so essentially, I like plug the key into this little cannon and wind it up a little bit, and it kind of starts to spin up, and it irradiates like a great feeling. It's temporary hit point. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of something flavorful, but
Yeah, so you wind it up and this positive. It actually, as it radiates over everyone, it feels strong. It feels like it bolsters you with a little bit more strength and courage to proceed forward. It motivates you. It drives the part of you that knows what you need to get done.
and that'll be 6 plus 3, so 9 points of temporary hit points to everyone within 10 feet of me.
All right.
And then once that happens, I'll obviously wait like 6 seconds, one turn, whatever, and then kind of like pull the key out and like it stops doing its thing. I put it back in my bag.
Cool. I like that a lot. Yeah. So you guys want to press up? Yeah. So he says he'll flank he'll take the 4 route, just going straight up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna take the other one to the right.
Okay.
You have to flank on him.
I think
Maybe-
I'm gonna follow Samson.
I think we should
I
have
feel
someone
like I
else
trust
follow
him.
behind. We should have someone follow behind him though. I know Fillmore's gonna have to be on my back, unfortunately, just for a minute
Yeah.
or two. Actually, no, it goes up. It's upstairs, so there shouldn't be any water there.
However you guys want to move it.
Yeah, I'll basically
I'll do it.
just
Then.
wade through at this point. Yeah.
Yeah,
The grid's all messed up. I just noticed that.
I'll roll with this fella. Oh, whoa, where'd he go? Oh,
All right. Yeah. So I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Alrighty, give me a high roll here. I want to
Mm.
initiative now.
Lucky. Oh,
Wowie.
wait.
I got a 3, Brian.
I completely missed my dice tray. I also got a 3 plus.
Okay, I was say I got
Yeah,
a 2.
so 5.
We got a 2 plus 0.
Wow. Eleanora, what'd you get?
17.
Ooh.
Not
This
all
is-
dead.
Unreal. Okay.
Who
Wow.
knows? It might have been a good roll. I just threw it on the ground and into the darkness where I couldn't see. Happy birthday to the ground.
Shit. Sorry.
Ah.
All right. So yeah, you guys begin making your way around, coming around the back way there. Forgive me, learning roll 20. So, bam.
You're doing
You-
great. I
You
love it.
guys start making your way through there. To there, and you're not looking around while you're going, right?
I mean, I'm still walking, anticipating he might be around the corner.
Okay, so you're kind of going cautiously.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so as you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you'd make it to about
Okay.
here the first round. Eleanora, same kind of path, because you would lead the initiative. I'd imagine you're gonna kind of take the front route, however you want to do that.
Yep, makes sense.
And then yeah, so in initiative order there, Rylan, what would you do? Mortlock's kind of taking the frontward most route.
Is he going to like proceed? Like, I guess we're
Yeah,
kind
he
of
said he's
getting.
gonna charge in.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna kind of wait for him and just like let him do his thing, and when he starts moving, I'll start moving, kind of deal.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. Hold action to move. Do you want to do anything else with your held action? I'll say it's a free action to move still, and you can hold your action to do something.
Yeah, I guess if we run into this guy, I will try to chill touch him.
Okay.
Or
Cool.
if we run into any enemies, I suppose.
Okay. Good. Good. All right. Yeah. So, because he's next in the initiative, that's the only reason I was trying to
Okay.
clarify that so well.
Mm.
So,
Before the
Yeah.
fight starts, I'm just gonna plug my laptop in real quick. Give me 1 second.
sure. And time for action, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get started with it. Right. So Mortlock charging after this man named Vaz that he charges in, rushes face to face, and Vaz says, "Ah, good, you came to finish the fight just the way it should have been all along." And he charges in, and Mortlock just yells, brings up his club, and is going to attempt to swing down at him. Ryland, your action will also go off after this.
Okay. And I
Um,
guess I'd follow him just kind of
yeah.
like pretty much right behind him, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Move where you think you'd be. That's fine.
Yeah.
If
And
you hold
then
Control and Alt, you can freely put yourself in space. Just so you know,
I see.
because
Okay,
it
cool.
won't. Yeah, the map's all distorted. So
Okay. And then yeah, so my held action was going to be to try to use chill touch on this guy. So yeah, let's do it. That is, and I get an extra +1 to spell attack rolls because of my orb now, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, so that's a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Good to
Okay.
hear. I like to hear that.
So that is a D8. That is 7 points of necrotic damage coming this guy's
Yeah.
way.
All right. Yeah. So you how does this one look again?
Yeah, so Rylan just kind of like holds the orb and sees the person he's targeting within it, and then as he raises his hand, a skeletal hand rises within, follows the movement, and he's death's grasp and latches onto the guy.
Yeah. So as Mortlock swings down with his club, the Foz kind of moves out of the way of the club, and Morlock brings it back up for a second swing, comes across, and as this happens, you wrap around it, and you see this skulled man, and he literally has a skull for a face, and these long, dark, flowing robes. Just The touch of death.
Barnacle.
And Mortlock swings across with the club and right into his side. This seems to do a decent bit of damage as it crushes into him. And yeah, crushes into him. He just kind of shouts out. It crushes into your hand and kind of dissipates it, and then Mortlock, finally. And you can't do this yourself. It's between him and I. And that'll actually be Vaz's. So he will. You'll see him kind of bring his daggers up, and he will turn towards you. Stay out of our business. And he kind of looks like through Mortlock as he does that, and you look into his eyes, and they kind of for a second. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's unfortunate. 13.
It does fail. So you feel this, like these eyes kind of haunt you for a second. You're kind of frozen up. You are stunned until your next turn, which, whatever, you're kind of done your turn anyway.
Yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
incapacitated, can't move, and you can speak only falteringly. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, and attack rolls against you have advantage.
Okay.
And now he looks at Mortlock and says, "Time to finish what we started." And he's gonna bring one dagger in, and then the other dagger up and over. They do. Come on. Ooh. And Jesus. Fucking tank.
Big boy.
All right. Yeah, so he stabs into Morlock, and as he stabs in, you see Morlock's side just start gushing blood. And then he brings the other one up and over and kind of into his shoulder. They both make purchase into each part of his body. And Morlock just and the blood as he pulls the dagger out of his shoulder sprays out. Mortlock drops to a knee. He looks very, very hurt.
Makes sense.
Samson, what do you do as you see this starting to unfold in the room in front of you?
Isn't Eleanora before me?
In the initiative order, yes, but your movement. Oh, sorry, yeah, your movement got you there. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Yep, Phil, you would be next in the initiative then.
So, question: it would be that first little bit. That'd be 10 feet of movement, like a difficult terrain deal.
No,
'Cause of
you
me
can
being
get up.
so short.
No, you can get up and in. No problem.
Okay,
I'm not going to impose any disadvantage to your walking.
So generous.
so I'll just move my full movement speed up to here. You said shift or control and alt.
Yeah.
So up to there.
Yep.
And so this is why I've been looking over my other screen. I think I made sense of it. As an action, I can pull out another cannon, but I have to spend a spell slot this time to use as a feature one. So I'm marking off a spell slot, and I'm tossing out another cannon, basically. A little bit bigger than the first one. Not too big, though, obviously, because Fillmore's small. But pulls the key out and winds it up and whispers some gnomish and tosses it on the ground right in front of him, 5 feet. And then as a bonus action, I control it. And it says cannon can walk or climb up to 15 feet as a part of the bonus action. So if
Okay.
I'm not, I was going to say, if I'm reading that correctly, that means
I didn't hear you.
the way I'm interpreting it is I can still move it the first turn I throw it out as a
Yeah,
bonus action. Okay, cool.
sounds good to me.
So yeah, it's just got little wheels, tiny cannon, and it's basically just gonna move. So it's like right here. Voss, whatever his name is, Voss, something like that. and it's going to. So as it's moving, it's like the kind of aims at him, and it just like ding, almost like a microwave. No, like you know what I mean, like the
Like an M1 Grand.
a timer. Yeah, but some sort of tinging noise, like something like that, and it shoots a 15-foot cone of fire at him.
Cool.
Both problems at once.
So that's a dex saving throw, DC
Dex
13.
saving.
Probably not too hard for him to save, but you never know. Oh, hell yeah.
Brian,
Oh,
your
you
voice
said-
is also cutting out.
You said 20 something? Oh, well, more than 13. So he just takes half damage. It's going to be so 8 plus 4. So he takes 6 points of fire damage. And that's going to be it. I use my movement action, bonus action.
Yeah, so you guys see this flame kind of shoot out of this little cannon that fills. The Foz looks over at it and he just looks at it kind of puzzled for a second. I mean, as much as a skull can look puzzled, and just and it fires this flame at it, and it swirls up and kind of wraps around him, and you see him kind of bring his hand up and kind of throw himself out of the way. It does kind of, you hear the crackling of the clothing, but that's about it, and he kind of quickly shakes it off. Now we'll go back to the top. Yeah, that's it for you, right, Phil? Yep. All right, Eleanora. First actual action this round.
Okay, so I am going to attack spells. I think I'm just gonna take like a step forward. What is that? 120 feet. Yeah, that's easy. I'm gonna take a step sort of forward into like the corner of the room almost to just get. You said Control Alt to make it move wherever you want it to go. That? Yeah, there we go. Into like the corner of the room to just get a bit of a better line of sight. And I'm gonna try and like firebolt this guy.
Cool. Yep.
That'll do. Nat 1.
All right. You go to cast it out, and you get it together. The flame fires out, goes flying, and he more spellcast, and it just kind of ducks it and it goes right over and hits against the wall. It lights up the back of the room, and you notice these 3 statues in the back of the room for a second, and the 2 that it seems to hit in between, kind of in the corner over there, the southwestern corner, you notice that they seem to depict at least 2 of the gods that you saw on the doors. But that's only quick and instant there. You want to do anything else?
That's about all I can do, so I'm gonna go with that.
Cool. All right. Next would be Ryland. Just so you know, Bill, I put a little jug in there, put it under your control as your little cannon.
Oh, I can control it now. Yeah, I saw you put it there, and I was like, hell yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement to get myself towards the back of the room.
Okay.
Trying to, be a little less involved. I think that's probably fine. Then how far away is he now?
Right about 30 feet.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm just not gonna try to fix what ain't broken. I'm gonna try to get him with another skeletal hand. Not feeling so hot about that one though. That's a 13 to hit.
It will not. You go to conjure it up, and you trying to picture the image in the orb, and as you're looking at it, the the flaming skull, the flaming eyes from the skull kind of appear in the orb for a second. It kind of just shudders you enough that you can't conjure it up, in time to bring the spell out. Do you want to do anything else? Your turn there.
Nope.
Cool. So Mortlock, he will actually disengage, and he's going to step back, provoking attack of opportunity. So just in case there, that actually might miss. It does.
Wait, he
Wow.
disengaged?
Yeah.
Why was that provoking an attack of opportunity?
Because even though you're disengaging, you still can provoke an attack of opportunity due to a feature from this guy.
Okay.
So, yes, Mortlock kind of ducks down, and this Vaz kind of brings it up and goes to swing it, and Mortlock just kind of staggers just in time, and it's not by skill; it's completely by luck that the dagger swings down and
Oh,
misses
whoops.
him. And Mortlock kind of stumbles to sign. I need you guys to finish him up. I don't know if I can make it. And you see there's blood just flowing out the front of him. And Voss just and he smiles. The skull just cracking smile. It's very, very to watch. Voss will then look over. So Morlock's gonna move to about there. Voss will look over and you spellcaster. And he's gonna move down here.
Shit.
Aw. Oh,
Pay no
geez. Well,
attention to the man behind the cannon.
So he's going to bring his daggers up twice to you. First one is going to be a 15 to hit. No, 17 to hit. Sorry.
Mhm.
Second one will be a 16 to hit.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
You have vulnerability. As you kind of step back and you see him coming up to you, the skull looks at you and he brings this first dagger down, and this fear, your blood starts rushing through you. You feel this overwhelming fear, and the first blow comes and stabs into you. First one is 7 points of damage. Second one is 6 points of damage. Doubled, so 26 points of damage total as he stabs into you twice
I'm
over
gonna be sick.
and then in.
Still out.
And he's
Hanging on.
strong for a little guy. And you look down and blood pouring out of these wounds. And it is the first time you've ever seen yourself bleed like this. I mean, and you feel your blood begins rushing more, and your fear is overwhelming you at this point.
Is that like a condition? Like, do I need to add?
No, you're not
Okay.
frightened.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
A lot of emphasis on the fear here.
Yep. That'll be it for his go. Samson, you see Fillmore getting stabbed and Mortlock stepping to the side. What are you going to do?
I'm coming in there. Can I get to him?
Yeah,
I just
probably.
counted out the squares and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 squares away.
Yeah. Well, on your last turn, you could have gotten to the next space up. So I'll just say yes. You could
Okay.
have totally gone there. You
Yeah.
guys, we just kind of threw you there. So
Alright, then
that's
here's
fine.
meteorite. Check me out.
Check me out.
Boom, Samson's right up on him. And I'm gonna rage.
Okay. So on your way over, you're just getting pumped up. You just this fury
let's
starts
fucking
flowing
go.
through you, and you have your own fire in your eyes, so to speak, and your muscles tense up. Do you have your shield and your weapon, or is just two-handing
I
your
don't have
weapon?
a shield. What are you talking about?
Oh, I didn't know if you had a shield or not.
I got my great sword here.
All right, so you two-hand your greatsword and you're just crunching down into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, baby. Let's fucking go. How's a 24 sound for this piece of shit?
That'll hit.
Oh my god, that's basically max damage. 14 points of damage.
So you bring this down, and you swing with all your might. You're angry and you're frustrated. You swing into him. As you swing down into him, he looks at you, and his eyes kind of light up again. They flare up, and it strikes into him. And as you slash into him, it cleaves into his shoulder, and he just stands there, smiles.
Brian,
Nah.
there's actually 2 more damage on there. I forgot about the. It's
Okay.
16 damage. Then.
So yeah, he's going to use his reaction, and he's going to smile at you. Not this time. And he's going to take 0 damage from that.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely get him next time, bitch.
Uh,
Did you say that out loud?
yes.
Oh, that'll get you next time.
Are you gonna frenzy or?
I can't frenzy. I already used rage as my bonus action.
Oh, you're right. Good job.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Oh, I learned that after last session.
Proud of you.
Lucky him.
All right, Phil, you just got stabbed into. Samson come up, swung at this thing, and you saw him swing with all his might and cleaved into him. Smiled and flared up at him. The aura surrounding this man is just horrifying.
Epic.
Cool. So, let's see. No, it's just me. Okay. I'm going to probably, yeah, I'm gonna step back a ways.
Mhm.
Yeah. Back by my Rye guy.
So you're gonna disengage? Oh no, he used his reaction. That's smart.
Yes,
Good
sir.
play. Good play.
And then my cannon, part of my bonus action. I don't. You can call that 10 feet or either way. I don't
Mhm.
know how you want to do diagonals. And turn and blast another thing at it. I mean, let me check. Yeah, because it has AC and it doesn't say it is done after a certain amount of turn. I'm just making sure because the artificers are weird and I'm doing it too, so I don't.
Yeah, I didn't really read
That's
into it.
insane.
I'm trusting. So
Yeah, it says I can have one at a time. That's why I pulled the key out of the first one earlier.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So then, yeah, another DC 13 Dex save. Oops. Oh, that rolled. Okay.
Do I need to do a save also? Because I'm right there.
No,
He's
it's
pointing.
blasting directly at him.
Okay.
You said
You said it
DC
was a
13.
cone, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Katie, are you falling asleep over there or what?
Yes.
Good, I'm just a little bit tired. But it's also, I'm on the top bunk and the air up here is very dry.
Mm.
I need like eye drops or something.
So that's gonna be. That's actually only gonna be a 9.
Right.
That's
So
with
that's
advantage.
ooh, that's a good roll.
Yeah.
So that's 12 points of fire damage.
All right.
I rolled
go.
another 8 and a 4.
So this time, yeah, the sword cleaved into him and he smiled and then he looks over and this cannon fires off at him. He does not have time to react. It just blasts him and he just you hear him his gravelly voice scream and you see his cloak start to burn and his half fleshy hand start to char from it and I need to deal with you. But more
Yeah.
must die.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
I think I have an action left still.
Is your
fuck it.
action to use the cannon?
It's a bonus action, but yeah, because I didn't disengage or nothing. Yeah, I'm casting Cure Wounds on myself for sure.
Okay.
Pulling a spider out, my Cure Wounds spider, and I'm just like, oh no. No.
So
just
it's
kind of
not
like
like it's not like spiritual weapon where your bonus action is to move it and your do the attack. I
the
just want to
bonus
clarify.
action is still for the attack too.
Oh, cool. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, because it says I can link it. I mean, for obviously not right
No,
this
you're
moment.
fine.
But
Yeah, I trust
Okay.
you. I just think that's cool. I didn't know that. Awesome. So yeah, you flip that cannon around, fire off, cure wounds yourself. That's fine. Heal or whatever. And then
Oh yeah,
Eleanora.
maybe I should roll that for
Yes.
health. Ooh, I'm gonna roll this D8 every time.
Lucky dice.
Okay, so that's 10 points of healing. Thank God.
All right, I'm gonna try and get a bit closer. I think I need to be within 15 feet of this dude, so I'm just gonna get myself over to like control alt these ones. Over to like here. That'll do. If I'm this close and then run away, will he get an attack of opportunity on me?
No. Nope. You'll be
Sick.
good.
This is close enough. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna do where's the one? Burning Hands.
Okay.
Which is a 15-foot cone, and I'm just gonna spend a sorcery point to ensure that to use careful spell to ensure that it automatically succeeds just in case Samson is in the like a little bit too close, just to ensure that he succeeds on the saving throw automatically.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm still
The
taking
rest
half
of the guys
damage,
should be
right?
fine. I think so. Sorry.
Good vibrations.
Good vibe.
So where is Burning Hands? And I'm just casting it at level 1, so it's 3d6, and he needs like a fucking 14 to succeed. Whoa, hold on, that fell completely on an angle. And it's like an 18 to hit, 19 to hit with the extra plus one.
So no, it's this. Is it spell save, right?
Or
He has to roll a saving throw.
yeah, it's a spell save, so he doesn't need. So I don't need to make an attack roll. He just needs to have
Yep.
a roll a saving.
And it's dex
Okay,
saving
sick.
throw.
Yes, the dexterity saving throw.
I rolled the same exact roll I rolled for you, Bill. Advantage. Same exact 2, then a 4 plus 5.
Fuck yeah. All right.
So he fails.
He fails. Sweet. Then he gets to take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. And Samson takes 6.
Oh, there goes my temporary hit
Sorry,
point.
Samson.
Actually, so I still have 3 of them. We're good. Didn't even feel it.
That's a
Awesome. Thank God.
And anything else on your go there, Leonora? Yeah, so you cast out this so the burning hands, I'm imagining it's a very similar thing to the time you did it. It's just this swirling blue cone of energy, and it flies out, and Samson, you kind of duck yourself out of the way, and you just feel same thing as before, kind of rushes, the wind kind of pulls out, you kind of feel this surge of fire around you, and then you see this skull man get engulfed in it, and you hear this and he kind of stands firm there, and then you see him kind of just clutching onto his daggers and pulling forward, and then as it pulls away, you see what little skin he did have on his bony fingers is burned away, and his cloak is kind of smoldering. And Yeah. Is that anything else? You gonna stay there? Move away?
I think I should have, looking at how far I move, should have like another, say, like 5 feet worth of movement or thereabouts. What is that? Like? Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna step back a little bit, maybe kind of like duck the tiniest bit behind the wall here because, like, I know he's
Cool.
probably gonna come for me because he doesn't like magic users.
Nobody does.
Yeah, it's common not to like magic users. I don't.
I
Um,
do.
Always
Alright.
playing a mage.
Ryland.
Yeah.
So you see Leonora cast this fiery cone out, goes forward in front of her, and then you see Vaz kind of standing there with the daggers clutched in hand. Then he looks over at Samson again.
I wish he would. I wish he would.
Bitch, I wish you would. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to chromatic orb him,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be lightning damage.
Okay,
So let's roll to hit.
do it up.
And once again, a cursed Ryland roll. That's a 7 to hit. Oh wait, 8 to hit. Excellent.
You need new
Eight.
dice, son.
I switched out my dice for this session.
Christ.
Yeah, Rollins rolls are just curse, man. Yeah.
It's fucking
How does
Hell.
this one not hit?
literally the same thing as the last time I used chromatic orb and it didn't work. It just flares up, starts sparking, and then just dies down.
So what do on your turn here?
Just continue to exist in the corner. Maybe, think back to that memory we had at the beginning of the episode and be like, you see, I just don't buy it, Dad. I really am a failure. And yeah, that's my turn.
Hey, you guys see Mortlock pull out a very large crossbow. You hear it as he racks a bolt into it, and he's kind of leaned against the wall, bringing this thing up, and he's going to attempt to hit Vaz with it. That's going to be a 19 to hit. That will hit. So perfect roll. That's nice. Yeah. So you see him pull it up, rack it up, and he fires this large bolt out, and it strikes Vaz. And oddly enough, this strikes Vaz in the side of the face, and this bolt sticks in, and he just told you, I'm going to kill you, Luck. If I die, you're coming with me back to hell, where your mother wants to be. And Vaz will yeah, he'll step around you, Samson. We'll have an attack of opportunity.
Let's go.
So roll your attack of opportunity.
Give me a nat 20, baby. Ah, I thought I was gonna be. It was a 2. That's an 8 actually in total, but you know, 2
yeah,
is like right next to 20. It was literally about to roll over, and it came back to 2.
Yeah, so he reaches his arm up and kind of shoves you to the side, and then goes around you and just brings his 2 daggers out, attempting to swing them at Mortlock. One stabs in 7 to hit. The other one is a 13 to hit. Neither is going to. So he kind of stabs down at Mortlock with the crossbow, just kind of reacts in time for it to stab into the crossbow, and then same thing, kind of bats his other arm away with the crossbow. And that's gonna be it for Vaz's turn. Samson.
Now it's my turn. Okay, I'm gonna start out with your normal attack, right? He's not facing me at all,
Okay. He's not. He's turned back to you.
so we're gonna go for good old slash. And how's a 23 sound?
23 is definitely going to hit.
Okay. A lot of damage for that. 10 damage. No, actually, that's 12 damage.
Keep forgetting to add that +2 on there.
Because, I don't know. I'm just dumb.
So your sword crashes back into his shoulder, and he brings his kind of cock smile again. You're making me waste this energy. And you see this wound kind of fill in with this black kind of shroud thing, and again, no damage from that.
Okay, so let's try spinning. Spinning is a good trick. I'm gonna kind of use the momentum from the sword and kind of do a fucking spin move, Darth Maul shit, and fucking try to get back into him here.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, 25 to hit, baby.
That hits, and you already used your reaction, so this will definitely.
That's 13 points of damage. Fuck this
Then-
guy. He's a pussy.
So this one you cleave into, like you spin around and cleave the back of him, and this cracks into the back of his neck, and you feel the bones kind of crunch in, and he no, and he starts kind of choking up, and you hear him,
You will die.
Mortlock, you're coming. Anything else on your turn, Sansa?
No, I'm vibing. That's all I can do.
All right, Phil.
Yeah, sorry. So I have a dagger, right? Now
Mhm.
pulling that out, would that be any sort of action, bonus action, or
No.
anything like that?
It's
No.
free action.
Nope. You know what? He's not even gonna fuck with getting anywhere closer. So Fillmore's probably gonna, he's gonna ignore the cannon this time,
Mhm.
and just pull out his little firebolt crossbow, and go ahead and launch it at him. Probably think of something to say. It's like, why won't he go down? We just keep burning him. But yeah, firebolt. That's fucking cocked. Almost on a nat 20, but it's cocked. 8 plus 5, 13. Probably not gonna hit.
So yeah, you cast it out, and you're kind of trying to. Yeah, you say, what? Can't we just hit? And you cast it out, and it strikes between him and Mortlock. Your angle is kind of off, so you kind of try to aim over Mortlock, and he just kind of is able to duck underneath of it, and it hits the wall above him. Anything else on your move?
That's an action, right? Yeah. And technically, I could use the
You
cannon.
could still use the cannon, yeah. You could use your jug.
My jug cannon. So
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, if I go around the backside of who's that? Samson? Yeah, backside of Samson, maybe kind of like back here and then like that.
Yeah.
Or would that be cutting too many corners?
No, I'm good with that.
Okay, fucking send it.
You're a gnome. You can go freely. Oh.
Well, no, it was my cannon, but I guess it would be small.
It's
It could
tiny,
go.
so yeah.
That's on you though, Brian.
That's fucking dual nat ones.
All right. Let me roll damage again.
These fucking Avernus dice suck.
Rolling like me, dude.
So that's 11. No. So 11 points of fire damage, form of a cone. And it's like, yeah, light it up.
And he already used his reaction. All right, so you conjure up this this cannon, fires over, conjures up this cone of fire, and how does it kill him?
Yay!
Yes.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, basically, it's kind of how I described it the first time I tossed it out. As it's rolling, it's got two, like four little wheels, I suppose. And like as it's rolling over there, and it's kind of like you can hear the clockwork, like the gears kind of doing their thing, gearing.
Mhm.
And when it turns and right before it shoots, it's like a kitchen timer, not the loud ones that go off right at the end, and then it's just a big torrent of fire shooting out of it. And I would assume, I don't know how big this guy is, but would assume it'd maybe like engulf him, so it'd be like some fire, and then however that fire treated his physical would be, after the fire dispersed.
Cool. Yeah. So, it throws him kind of back against the wall. You see him, his cloak kind of burning, and his once lit eyes kind of dim down as he slumps back and falls down on against the wall. His already blackened skull features now are charred black, and you just hear this long drawn out just a wheezy, long deep breath, and he slumps over dead. And Morlock's just finally, and he takes a knee.
It's like I'm gonna kind of like just press my back up against the wall and kind of like just slide down to pull out my flask, a big drag.
Cool. Yeah. What do you guys want to do from here? You can hop out of roll 20 then.
No. Goodbye, roll 20.
Goodbye, roll 20.
You were good.
Um,
I kind of want to kill Mortlock.
And then I would go over and pull the key out of my cannon to dispel it, put it back in my pouch.
cool. Yeah, Morlock. Thank you. Now I can leave this cursed city and find something else.
It's best you do that. I
But
don't want to see you around these parts ever again.
Dealing with these kind of people it never turns out well.
no, and you don't need to threaten me.
That's not a threat. That's for your own well-being.
Get me back to strength, and I would crush you. You need to watch your mouth.
Oh, I wish you would.
So,
I was gonna say he has some flaming fist gauntlets too.
it doesn't bother. I mean, so at this point, yeah. I mean,
I can
he
fucking kill him with this one goddamn punch. That's the funny thing.
yeah, he kind of said like he's done with his mother's plans of having the flaming fist take over.
right.
So, he's gonna, he'll just listen. There's my mother is one of the 3 remaining members of the council, which governs Baldur's Gate. She was instrumental in convincing Ravengard to travel to El Terrell, meet with the overseer, Thavius Krieg. With Ravengard gone, the Flaming Fist is invulnerable. My oldest brother, Thirstwell, he uses imps as spies. He has this place under surveillance, probably knows you're here. He almost never leaves our mother's estate. He's been too sick. But the good news for you is you're not the only one taking on this quest. I met a woman who came to investigate me. She found me hiding under the docks where I normally hang out with the crew.
Found a whole case of eggs under that bridge.
Along with everything else I've told you. Her name is Rhea, I believe. She was investigating the family, related to what was going on to put the pieces together. I know she was willing to look for anyone that was helping her in the conflict. She said she can be found around the elves. She was hoping that there was some fight there the other day, hoping that they would help her out. I don't know who the people were there,
Yeah,
but she was
I know
hoping
you're
they knew
talking
something.
about.
That's really all I. My mother's estate is in the top end of town, but I would suggest you meet with her first. I know she said she was already.
You said she was in a fight or not too long ago in the elf song.
No,
Oh,
some other crew was.
yeah, that was us.
That's
That's my bar, and there's bullies in my bar. I don't like bullies.
Whatever gets your goat going, I don't really care. Seems that you're quite adept in battle, all of you, so good luck to you.
Before you leave, I need you to do something for us in return for us saving your life and defeating Voss.
You need yes.
Back down this corridor and down a different corridor in a room where there's clearly been a lot of bad things happen. There's a young red tiefling girl. She's great. She's very wounded but stable. I need you to take her to help before you leave this town, and then we will not chase you.
No doubt she was one of those being tortured by those cultists. I'm not sorry for what we did here. But I appreciate you letting me leave, and I will take her back to.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he will kind of trudge away, step down the couple stairs, a little slowly, little rough, but as he kind of stands up and kind of stretches out, you notice that this club is way larger than Fillmore, and Mortlock himself probably stands a little over 7 foot tall, and he's just wide muscle.
Well, now that that's taken care of, may I suggest we hit the treasure room now?
You know it.
Fuck yeah.
Good to see everyone in such high spirits.
Another drag off the flask. Yeah, no, let's sure.
So yeah, treasure room,
He's kind
treasure
of
room.
like kind of feeling over his wound, whatever. It's like distraught.
Yep. And yeah, you guys head over to the room. It's a short flight of stairs. It's a small circular chamber. There are 4 padlocked wooden chests piled in the middle of it. And for the sake of brevity, you guys do try out the keys that you obtain from the guards, and they do pop open the locks. So looking at this treasure, chest 1. Someone better be ready.
Oh, I'm on it.
Chest 1 holds 4,500 copper pieces and 2 red crystal vials with gold stoppers, worth 25 gold each. Each vial contains a potion. You'd have to try to figure out what this potion is, because I don't think any of you would have seen it. Chest 2 contains 10 eye agates. They're just coinage things, worth 10 gold pieces each, scattered amongst 10.
Okay.
So total worth of 100, and scattered amongst 1,250 silver pieces.
Ooh, that's like 120 gold. If my math is
And
correct.
then chest 3 would contain a delicate porcelain dragon mask, worth 25 gold. resting on a bed of 2,400 copper and 500 silver.
Copper and silver.
500 silver.
500 silver.
The final chest contains a bronze crown with 5 spires. This is worth 250 gold. Each spire is shaped and painted to resemble one of the 5 kinds of chromatic dragons: black, blue, green, red, and white. The crown itself is pretty heavy. It weighs about 2.5 pounds. And that is it for the chests.
What did you say the money worth was on that?
250.
250. Okay.
People who have played other campaigns in Forgotten Realms will have very cool tie-overs from stuff with this treasure trove, just so you know.
That's a good tie over. I like it. I like it, Brian.
So
I feel like we should probably grab the silver first. There's a lot of coin here.
Sure is.
Yeah, you're gonna need a calculator for this. An abacus.
6,900 copper, 1,750 silver. But yeah, that's a lot of coins. So I'm like, can we carry all this?
it's heavy. You'd have to split it up first, then carry it.
I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure coins don't weigh anything.
Yeah, come on. Jeez. Money's
Yeah, I think
light.
there's like a note that says that somewhere.
I'm saying that because at the beginning, when we're building our characters, we said that the coin has no encumbrance rating.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I do it
2.5.
realistic. Yeah, I was gonna say,
realistically, yes.
when I'm DMing, if it's a lot of coin like that, and people are like, "Sure, yeah, let's take it," I was like, "So how are you getting it out?"
Let's carry the chest.
If you want to carry the chest, you're more than welcome. It's about 70 pounds.
Well,
That's it. That's nothing for good old Samson.
Sure.
That's one of 3.
Wade
4?
your way through water.
Yeah.
Drown, probably.
Deal with God knows what else.
No. I'm actually. Let me grab a sticky note here.
Film art wants to like put the dragon, the delicate porcelain dragon mask on. It's like, do I look any scarier
I
now?
want to wear the crown.
Just kind of like holding it up to his face, not full on. Like, I don't know if there's like a string or something on the back or how that works, but
Brian, how much copper was there in total?
6,900.
Sounds about right.
Nice.
And then the silver.
1,750.
That's why I said be ready.
250.
Yeah.
got you.
I don't know about that one.
Okay. There was no directly gold pieces, right?
Nope. It's all stuff that we're gonna have to sell or keep.
Sale.
I want to keep the crown. It's a crown. It's pretty.
Would
Okay, so
looking at that crown, could I like discern anything from it? Nope, I'm metagaming. Never mind. Just kidding.
Well, hang on. What are you trying to figure out?
Well, just because Bill knows the colors of chromatic dragons, there's 5 spires, but Fillmore may not, and I'm leaving that alone because he's
Okay.
he's just a lowly gnome tinkerer. I don't think he'd
Okay.
really.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't think this really like Ryland's branded cult either. So
Okay, really quick. We'll each get 1725 copper and 437.5 silver.
437, and then there's 2 silver left over for like a drink.
Yep.
or a snack.
What,
Bowl of
Brian?
peanuts or something.
Go for a good snack.
Are you hitting that? I got the math straight up. Straight up.
Bruh.
I didn't hear those numbers. I'm sorry.
437 silver and 1725 copper.
Still a lot.
That's still a shit ton.
Wow. Scary guys.
My backpack's heavy.
My back is broken.
Your everything is heavy.
Oh, you know it.
That's heavy. So you guys are all pockets, backpacks, dragging your shit along.
I think the crystal vials. The 2 crystal vials with red liquid, or the red crystal vial. But
You could do an Arcana check on those since you would be fiddling around with stuff like that, Phil.
okay. A total of 8.
Pretty low DC on it, so I'm good with that. They are looking at it. You kind of think about like what it is. You give it a little sniff. You're feeling around, and the only thing that you can think of is maybe that it's a potion of fire breath.
Ooh. I'll just put a question mark next to it.
Kind of sick.
Question mark.
Pretty heavy, bro.
Yeah, he'll probably say like, well, these look kind of familiar, But we should still maybe get them checked out just in case, but they might be able to some fire breathing. I don't know. And just kind of like put them in his backpack, maybe one of the side pouches.
Right on.
All right, you guys, what do you guys want to do from there?
I'm just really thinking about how imagine carrying 1,700 fucking pieces of pennies.
All right, then you
1,700
can't.
pennies.
I'm good with that. How many are you leaving behind?
1724. That's how many I'm keeping. I mean, that's how many I'm keeping. 1725 is too much.
24 hits just right.
Exactly. I got a backpack. It's chock-a-block full now, but
It's only 34.5 pounds. I mean, I don't know how fucking I just Googled like D&D 5th edition coin weight, and it said the coins are about 0.02 of a pound a piece. But again, it wasn't like any official source.
think about it's the same weight as a penny.
I'm gonna turn around and leave.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm walking out. One of these bad boys right here.
To save carrying it, I want to wear the crown out on my way out.
You're
Just
bored.
because my backpack is full of money and I want an excuse to wear it. That's the excuse.
Oh yeah, and I guess go back to the room where we had our battle and go check out those statues that we saw a little blip of when that mist fireball went by. See if there's anything going on with them.
Sure. Yeah. So you guys go up there. Looking at it, yeah, you do look at these 3 solid. They are made of solid wood. One is a statue of an armored man. Looks to represent Bane. As you walk up to it, please make a charisma saving throw.
Sick. Yeah, it's a 7.
As you walk up to it, you look at it, and your body just feels so compelled that you must take a knee in front of it and kneel down. Nothing
Yeah,
else happens. You
that might
just-
be something he does anyway.
I feel like that might be more towards the.
Hey, Ryland, what are you doing?
Stealing. Give him some respect.
And is this like a mind blank
I
kind of
kneel
thing,
still.
like where I snap back in out of it, or is it like literally like, oh
Not like it's
my
distracting. You're
body's
just like,
broken?
yeah, you're literally like you feel this overwhelmingly need to kneel down and statue.
Mhm. I don't know. I couldn't help myself. Something odd about these statues.
Maybe we don't mess with them. I don't.
Yeah, maybe
There's
we
just a lot
don't.
of
Maybe
a
we
lot of stuff.
maybe we should just leave, head back to the elf song. You know, that seems to be where things are pointing, right?
I'm pretty close to needing a refill on. This has been a rough day.
Eleanora, before before Ryland knelt, she was kind of about to approach one of the other statues, and then as soon as she saw him kneel, she was like, "No, I'm out. Bye."
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Leave.
Leave.
Leave the way we came.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say if possible back the same
Yeah.
route.
So you guys walk back. Not a whole lot of time has passed during your venture through. There's no more people around. As you come back through that secret door that you came in from, you can tell that there are like torches on sconces further up the stairs that you didn't go up, but you just kind of turn and go around that, heading down the hall and going back unless you want to go up there.
Not too good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head back. The tiefling woman is no longer there on the ground. As you keep going back, you head in out of the water, climbing on Samson off and on, Phil, as you need to.
I was gonna ask. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but when we passed through there and noticed that she wasn't there, is a little look to see maybe if there might have been any sort of like struggle, like if I don't know, like it doesn't look like there's any scuffle or anything. Like maybe dude was just an asshole and said, "Nah, screw it." I
No,
don't
it
know.
looks like he just kind of left everything there. If anything, he might have just picked her up.
Okay.
There is a fresh trail of blood leading out of the room too.
That looks like it might be from our new friend. So I mean, he seems to be
I hope
keeping
he
good
gets
on
out
his
of
promise
safety.
so far.
Yeah, so you guys keep going down the hall, come around, go out, go up the back through the first open area where you encountered the altered room, head up through there, turn, go up, go through the door. You go through the northern door again, head up to where you first came in, go up the steps, enter into the bathhouse, make your way down. There's a blood trail following you this whole way. Well, you're following it really. As you come outside, you walk down into the courtyard. As you emerge from the bathhouse, 5 figures leap down from the top of the courtyard wall in front of you. In addition to their black leather armor, they wear strange masks and cloaks that give them each a vaguely dragon-like appearance. All 5 brandish curved steel blades reminiscent of dragon claws. And that is where we're going to end it.
Yeah.
So much for that fucking drink.
Yeah.
But I'm wearing the dragon crown. Can I tell them, like, can I boss them around because I've got a dragon crown?
Guess we'll find out next time.
No respect
On
for.
the next episode of.
Damn it!
All right, so
Never mind.
you're good.
Just making
So-
a DBZ reference.
I was gonna go the same route. I was gonna go. Can the Z fighters defeat Frieza? Find out next time on Frieza defeated. That's the
Uh,
best. Anyway.
So Yeah, that was good getting you guys through that dungeon. Finishing that out. The Mortlock encounter went very well. Felt like you guys handled that well.
Nice.
I was worried about you guys doing that. The encounter with Vaz was less deadly than I expected it to be, which just gives me confidence that means I need to make things harder on you guys. So that's good.
Don't worry, no matter how hard you make it, Rylan won't hit him.
You're probably right. Unfortunately, but that was fun. I wanted to give you guys a little treat there. Just with the whole long rest thing. Just something for Cole's birthday there. So again, happy birthday to you, buddy.
Thanks, man.
And you guys got to experience a little bit of Cole's backstory. I didn't want to give too much away, so I didn't let her in.
That's Cole's backstory.
Mhm.
Damn, you had a nice dad.
I did have a nice.
Actually, his dad's really nice. Yeah, that's very
Both-
much like Cole's real dad.
Both IRL and in game. Shout out to Cole's dad, whoever he is.
Shout out to Mr. McGinley. But no, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks for checking us. Thanks for joining us for another episode of just wild adventures that we go on. You'll notice that at this point I am really going to start deviating from the book as written. It's going to be a very hard left from what is supposed to be going on as written. But I hope that means that you'll enjoy this adventure a little, and that hopefully we can experience a whole new adventure a little bit differently and a little more. Get rid of some of the things that don't make as much sense. If you've read the module, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, do everything. The YouTube. We will be on Twitch very soon. That is coming in the very near. So we will be on Twitch going live with D&D very soon. Got to figure out some technical stuff, but once we get that squared away, we will be ready to go live. Tomorrow night we will be playing. Not that it's going to upload this way, but tomorrow night we'll be playing our Wildmount campaign again and continuing our adventure there. So we'll catch you then. And I hope you guys enjoy the little intro, the recap done by a character from that campaign. And until next time, our friends, stay dapper.